they have figured out who wants to see your stuff.
Sure. Yep,
So
yep,
you
yep.
just need to create it,
Put it out
be
there.
consistent on what you're putting out. And when I say consistent, not just how often, but the message that you're saying needs to be consistent.
Same genre.
Exactly, because when you start going all over the place, then the algorithm doesn't know who you are or what you are. And
Be
then
the authority in your space.
Exactly. Then they sit there and they throw it to the wrong people, and then nobody watches, and you figure out, well, how come nobody likes my videos?
Right.
Welcome to another episode of the Agent's Playbook, and I wanted to talk to you, Alex, today about Alex Vargas here, by the way. I didn't actually introduce you on the last podcast.
All good.
We'll put the info down below, but I wanted to talk to you because you had mentioned something in a conversation we were having about marketing. Making sure we're doing the right things and doing them right now, more important now than ever.
Yeah.
And here's my leading question. Have you been paying attention to the people that are out there marketing? Because I've been looking at it, and I think a lot of people have pulled back. Came off of a bad year last year. For a lot of agents, they came off a bad year, and so what they did is they figured out where they can cut back. But I can tell you, my mailbox, not nearly as many pieces that I used to see. You know, the phone calls, the door knocking, the things like that, not that I'm home a lot, but I am seeing less and less being done right now. And I don't know if you're seeing the same or if you've looked into that.
Interesting you say that. I do, interesting, like we receive pieces of mail. There's one guy, he's been there forever. He's a great farmer. We do get some additional ones, and I really haven't seen him too much lately.
Okay.
But I think you got to, full throttle, push the pedal down, man.
Well, that was my point is now here's where we are. We're partway through 2024 now. We're in 2024, right? I'm losing track of time. We're partway through 2024. We're coming on in the election this year. You know, our mailboxes and marketing and stuff, we're going to see a lot of political stuff going on out there. And at the same time, we're seeing that in our industry, a lot of people have cut back. My point to you is that if you are just doing a little bit now, it goes further.
Sure.
Because everybody else has cut back. And this is the time where you should really make sure that you're doing everything that you can to be in front of people, having those conversations, creating that belly to belly, and doing doing those things.
And by doing so, you're really, truly creating your own destiny.
That's right.
Because that's what happens for me.
Yep.
When I mail, I'm creating, I create listings out of mailing.
Right.
And it's crazy. It works. It works.
It's a numbers game regardless of what you do, whether you're mailing, whether you're cold calling, whether you're door knocking, whether you're a social media, guru, crazy person that's all over social media. It's still a numbers game at the end of the day. And so often people just don't know their numbers, so they don't know how to increase business or change business or create business. You mail a lot. And I'll ask the question. So you have an idea of, I'm mailing this many pieces, what kind of response rate I'm getting from this, so I know I can continue to just mail. I can increase my mail if I want more, or if I'm busy, I can decrease it, but I have an idea of what those numbers are.
Yeah.
True?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we probably get 2 or 3 listings every time.
Okay.
Again, not again, but the specific niche I'm in is probate.
Right.
Probate sales, so it's like, that is absolutely 100% economic proof.
Okay.
Now, right?
It is, but I'm going to ask the question because the audience wants to know this answer. So you said every time you mail, you're getting 2 or 3 listings from it.
Yeah.
Tell the audience how big your mailing is, because you got to put that into perspective.
We just did a drop. Today we just got it all set up. It's going to drop Friday. The last count was like 11,373.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 11,000 pieces.
Specifically in probate.
And specifically in a particular niche is going out, and that is going to generate a certain number of phone calls. It's going to generate a certain number of leads that down the road it's going to generate 2 to 3 listings.
Correct. Yeah. Like it may not happen right now.
Right.
But you nurture them, right?
Right.
And it's just the follow-up. Fortune's in the follow-up. It's really just systems, processes, and you just follow up, and eventually when they're ready, and they'll let you know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What else about marketing? I'm on marketing right now. I want to talk more marketing.
Well, that's why I'm here right now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here. I want to do more of this stuff with Anthony, the crew, and really get out there. And my goal, like I mentioned to you in one of our previous podcasts here, was to do exactly this. Is to do, I've been talking about it for many years, and it's just time.
Okay.
It's just time. I'm going to do the 30 for 30. Anthony was all set up. He's like, all right, 30 for 30, let's do this. I'm like, no, man, it's a podcast with Nestor right now today, man. So I'm like, hold on a second. I'm not even dressed for it or anything, man.
It's all good.
So yeah, but marketing definitely, I think people are missing out big time, including myself,
Right.
in social media,
So let's talk about the challenge you gave yourself. So you walked into the office this morning and you said, hey, I got a new challenge. My new challenge for myself is I'm going to be on social media 30 days straight. Am I getting that right? So
I don't know what I signed up for, but
Okay.
I just said
So
30 for 30. I think that's
30 for 30. So
Yeah.
it's one piece of content going out on what platform?
I mean, whatever. These guys are the masters.
Okay, so
These
you're-
I am
There we
empowering
go.
them to just tell me what to do.
Nice.
That's it.
So hopefully you guys are picking up on this. So a couple of things are happening here. So I'm delegating out to someone else and letting them do what they know how to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit behind the camera and I'm figure out 30, I got to come up with enough content to create
I got
30
plenty
days
of
worth
that.
of, there we go.
Plenty of it.
All right.
I mean, I have I think last count, I have my whiteboard, and I just write little bullet points.
Okay.
And I think from what I remember, it's 75, 76 little bullet points that I could talk anywhere from 3 minutes to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be Anthony. You're going to have to figure that out. I don't know if it's what they call short form or long form or whatever.
Got all of the above.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, I can definitely.
So what do you hope to gain from it?
I guess maybe the followers, I guess, and,
Okay.
and get some clients out of it.
Okay.
And whether it's students, I can coach them on probate specific.
Okay.
Because that's all I do, guys. I have my referrals. I have long time referrals.
Right.
For listings or buying whatever. Even believe it or not, I got people from back in 2000 that still call me for refinancings, and I just send it over to my cousin to do that.
Right.
But just specifically probate. So just teach people how to do probate, how the process works, how to get deals, how to nurture them. The whole process.
Very good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, a couple of things, and I'll challenge you guys if that's something that you're interested in, 30 days of content in 30 days, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, heck, all of the above. That there's a true challenge right now. Get on all of those platforms every single day for 30 days. What will you discover from that? And you're going to discover this because I've done that challenge. It's a little bit harder than you think. Some insight I'll give you here is you want to batch content, so you want to make sure that when you're coming into the studio and you're recording, you're ready to record at least 3, 4, 5, 6 things. What won't work is coming in every single day and figuring out or thinking that you're going to be able to record today and this is what's going up today, and then coming in tomorrow, record what's going, that won't work. Not in the 30-day challenge situation like that. So you're going to want to create some batch content.
Can you be a little more specific on what you mean, batch?
So you come in with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 topics, and you're recording 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos.
Right.
And then you're coming in next week and you're recording another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos so that you're always ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to come in every single day and figure out what you're going to do. Because
Right.
if you do that, you're going to get lost. And then,
Yeah.
sometimes we just our cylinders don't fire
Sure,
on everything.
absolutely. Yeah,
sit there and look at the camera like, what am I going to talk about today? And it's just
Right.
not there.
Okay.
And then there'll be other times where you'll be like, whoa, I'm 10 in and I can keep going.
Sure.
When you
So
got
that's
you
kind of
take
how it works. It's not technically a one every day. That's what I was going to say.
It's posted one a day.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we do 10 batches. Say we do 10 in one day. Then a couple days later we do 10.
Right.
That's cool. Perfect.
Yep.
That's what I was imagining. So.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I would make sure I'm on Facebook. Not Facebook. I'm sorry. I would make sure I'm on YouTube. I think that YouTube right now is probably the number 1 place to be. People will argue with me about
always
that.
has been, hasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
You know, YouTube is one of those social media platforms that the rules and the procedure hasn't really changed from day one. You know, Instagram, it's a different algorithm every other day. Facebook, shoot, every time I log on to Facebook, it looks different. But YouTube has been true and tried, and YouTube also tends to be a little bit more evergreen. You know, you'll start off slower there, but especially on something like a challenge for 30 days and 30 days of content, one of the exciting things there is you'll see growth as you, you know, day 1, when you put on that first video on day 1 versus the video on day 30, YouTube, you're going to say, oh, now I get it. Same thing in real estate, just like everything else we do, that consistency tends to pay off as long as we stay consistent.
You know, on that note, with YouTube, do you still have to do thumbnails and like and put what you're talking about in the and all that stuff and like what do they call it?
There's a lot of SEO and everything involved in that with your tags and things of that nature, your thumbnails. So this
ranking is what it's called. Yeah, like
this is the deal on any social media. Any social media is put out there. You've got to grab their attention. You know, people say 3 seconds. Personally, I think it's about a half a second. If you haven't got their attention in the first second, they've moved on to the next, and something else has, you know, caught their eye. Whether it's a crazy photo on something which is a thumbnail, or you know, whether they see some subject coming around, and they're gone. The whole purpose is to get them to stop. Stop and pay attention to you, and take a look at what you've got, so that you've got some time to bring value to them. And it's interesting. A lot of people look at it and they're like, well, I got to create the content that they're going to like. No, you create the content that you want to create. Here's what's gotten good about social media. They have figured out who wants to see your stuff. So you just need to create it,
put it out
be
there.
consistent on what you're putting out. And when I say consistent, not just how often, but the message that you're saying needs to be consistent.
Same genre.
Exactly, because when you start going all over the place, then the algorithm doesn't know who you are or what you are, and
be the authority in your space.
Exactly. Then they sit there and they throw it to the wrong people, and then nobody watches, and you figure out, well, how come nobody likes my videos?
Right.
Because there's people out there that are interested in probate. There's a lot of people out there that are interested in probate.
Absolutely. Whether it's a seller, whether it's agents, whether it's investor buyers. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, me too. Now you got me thinking even more. Like most of the time, I kind of just ad lib.
All right.
But I'll have like I said, I got my bullet points, and I'll just I guess I'll take some notes. Is that what mostly people do, Anthony? So they just take some notes and stuff, and when they do 30 for 30, or what? How does that work?
I come up with a list
Yeah.
of about 200 topics.
Yeah.
And that's a great mastermind session. You pick up 4 or 5 people, 3 or 4 people, whatever the case may be, throw a pizza in the middle and say, hey, I need 200 topics to talk about.
Sure.
And here's the baseline of what I'm doing. And then you just let the audience start to spit those out. You put those things together. Then also you're just being more hyper aware of all the conversations you're having. So you get on the telephone with somebody that called you off of one of your mailers. There's probably 20 questions in there that they're asking you.
Sure.
What about this? What about this? What about this? You have to be proactive and write those things down, because if they're asking, somebody else is asking,
Right.
those are your subjects.
That's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you'll see when you do that, it'll be all like, oh, holy cow.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
This guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, well, not just that. You'll see when somebody starts asking questions during an actual just regular, somebody's calling you off of something, those are the questions that the world wants to know.
Sure, yeah.
So you just got to write them down, because if you don't, be like, part of it is you know it so well, you don't think it's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
People don't. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully I helped.
Yeah.
Hopefully we helped you guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. If you like what you're hearing, please give us a like. Please give us a subscribe. And until next time.